What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be honest, today's commentary is going to be pretty depressing when it comes to Treyarch developing their next Call of Duty game. Now, as we all know, Treyarch has to be probably the most neglected team when it comes to the whole Call of Duty development cycle. Back in the day, like you're watching right here with World at War, Treyarch was known as the GOATs. I mean, they made World at War, they made Black Ops 1, one of the best Vietnam/Cold War games you could possibly ever play. They made Black Ops 2, probably one of the most popular games in the whole franchise. Treyarch was absolutely GOATed. But then obviously came the jetpack phase, Black Ops 3, where they probably didn't even have an option to go ahead and develop this game. It was Activision's idea to force every development team to go ahead and make a jetpack title. So, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer Games, and Treyarch all had to suffer through that whole cycle. Then they made Black Ops 4, which was supposed to have a campaign and be a full, complete Call of Duty title, but ended up being Activision's experiment into making Call of Duty a Battle Royale game. Yes, Black Ops 4 was completely revamped into a BR. Every single idea, thought, or even concept that was put together by these developers for all of these years was completely scrapped because Activision saw that Battle Royale was trending. So yeah, once again, Treyarch gets completely screwed over. Then comes Black Ops Cold War. Once again, a game that was developed by Sledgehammer Games throughout probably half, maybe even a little over half of its whole life cycle. But because Sledgehammer was having beef with Raven, they got booted off of the project, and Treyarch, of course, has to hop off of what they are working on, what they are trying to construct, and completely go all hands on deck when it comes to Black Ops Cold War, creating all the future content for the game, polishing off the whole overall experience, and basically taking full control of what the game is about. And even after having to scrap every last bit of their work to work on Black Ops Cold War, you would think Activision would finally cut Treyarch some slack. But no, they forced Sledgehammer Games back onto another title to give Modern Warfare 2 a little extra time to cook up. And guess what? Sledgehammer was so rushed that once again, Treyarch has to come in to help with the side experience, the zombies experience, so they can even focus on their own zombie experience for their next game coming after Modern Warfare 2. And I gotta say, after all of this crap that they have been thrown through, their games still have released pretty darn decent. I mean, if you even look back to Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, people still really do enjoy those titles. I would say the roughest title that they've released so far is Black Ops Cold War. But I've personally watched games like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 help content creators, YouTubers, Twitch streamers, or just casual players continue to play Call of Duty throughout all of these horrifying years of the franchise. So I always sit here and think to myself, what would Treyarch truly be like if they actually had a full development cycle? If they were actually able to get the amount of time that they truly deserve without having to be ripped off of their project to go work on other things. Well, surprisingly enough, all the leaks and rumors leading up to the next Call of Duty game, which is going to be made by Treyarch, makes me think that we're going to get exactly that. A good quality Treyarch title that has plenty of development time behind it. Now, it's already leaked and rumored that it's going to be a BO2 clone. It's already leaked and rumored as well that Modern Warfare 2, coming out of Activision's own mouth, is going to have a 2-year life cycle instead of the typical 1-year life cycle where we get a Call of Duty game every single year. Now we're going to get a Call of Duty game every other year. It's pretty much what everybody's been asking for. Well, sadly, some more news has been released by the Ghost of Hope over on Twitter. Exclusive. Treyarch has not formally been told yet whether or not they'll be getting a 2-year life cycle for COD 2024, like Infinity Ward's Modern Warfare 2. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this and say, well, this isn't bad, it's nothing crazy. They just haven't been told yet if they're going to have that much time. But you actually have to sit down and put yourself in the shoes of these developers. It's not fun trying to put together a project with no given due date. And it's not even like they're told, oh, you have, an endless amount of time to put this game together. It doesn't matter when it comes out. It could be, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. It doesn't matter. When it comes out, it comes out. You guys just put together a quality product. No, it's not that type of, situation. The situation they're in right now is they don't know if it has to come out early or if they're going to be, gifted an extra year of development time. So right now for Treyarch, they are in a situation where they have to rush and try to put in enough content to make it seem like a complete experience if, by any chance they have to release this game early. But if Modern Warfare 2, performs well, then of course they're going to be granted that extra year, and then obviously they can keep developing out their game and make it better. But like I said, that crunch time, that crunch period, when they think it's going to have to come out early, is not going to help the developers in any way, and I promise you it's going to make them perform perform extremely bad, especially when it comes to polishing off the game altogether. Activision, this is completely unfair. I mean, you will go ahead and fire, well, not fire, but you will demote a whole studio. You demoted Sledgehammer Games for beefing with Raven. You took them out of the production of the game. But you're telling me that you are willing to bring them right back into action. You know, they cut them out and brought them right back for Vanguard, just to give Infinity Ward that little extra time they need to go ahead and put together a project. But you can't even give Treyarch, a development team that made some of your best Call of Duty games ever made, a definite answer on when the game needs to be released. Look, I'm going to be completely honest. I prefer Infinity Ward all day, every day. I would say my favorite game made by Treyarch is either between World at War or Black Ops 1. But I know it's a lot of people who like Black Ops 2 ton, but I prefer Modern Warfare 2 or even Modern Warfare 3 over Black Ops 2. I'm one of those guys. I like Infinity Ward. I was even one of those guys who enjoyed Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Ghost. I like the development team. But even someone who is completely biased to the Infinity Ward style of Call of Duty development can still see when a team is being completely neglected. And they are not a small team. Treyarch, I mean, like I said, I'm going to be a fanboy of Infinity Ward, but they are probably just as big, if not bigger, than Infinity Ward when it comes to making their own games. They are not a joke. But for some strange reason, Activision is handling them like they are. Look, Activision, this is not the time to be messing around. Maybe I could see the messing around with Black Ops Cold War to be a legitimate thing. You know, if I were to be, you know, the head of Activision, if I was owning that business and I saw the popularity of the Modern Warfare franchise, I'll be like, yeah, you know what? That's where all the money's at. Maybe we should give them a little extra time. But at the same time, you know that Treyarch makes absolute bangers. And at the same time, you know that the next game that's being produced is going to revolve around Black Ops 2, one of your best-selling Call of Duty games ever made. Out of any time to actually show Treyarch some of your respect, even though it should be all the time, because like I said, they're a great development team, now should be the time. Especially after you purposely butchered their reputation. I mean, with Black Ops 4, that was probably one of the worst microtransaction problems we have ever seen. And Treyarch had to take all the blame. They had to take every last bit of problems from the community about that microtransaction problem. And then, of course, once that game, you know, is over and the Modern Warfare came out, they opened up the store and made it absolutely free. Of course, you know, when the game is finally done and over with and everybody's already bashing Treyarch enough, now they're going to go ahead and open up the store and make it completely free for everybody to go ahead and grind out and get what weapons they want. Yeah, after Treyarch gets completely bashed down. And then right after that, they get forced onto Black Ops Cold War and have to somehow produce a miracle to save that game as well, which obviously, as we all know, didn't turn out too good either. Treyarch has been given so much bad reputation by Activision alone, not even by them. They have nothing to do with this stuff. They have no control over the situation that they are in. They have never been able to have a legitimate development cycle where they can create a game that they want to make without any disruptions. It literally makes such little sense that sometimes it makes me think that Activision is doing it on purpose. That they know that Treyarch is such a goated development team, that they can go ahead and be used as this testing team to test out new concepts and to, you know, come help out other development teams when they're struggling really hard because they are so experienced and good at what they do. Maybe that's why Activision never gives them a full development cycle. And then they know, obviously, Infinity Ward and the Modern Warfare series, it's such a hyped up franchise that they should be given as much time to polish off their game since they're going to need it to make as much cash as possible. But then Treyarch can go ahead and make some of these more side projects that will still be good because Treyarch's behind it. They can make, you know, a half decent running game, but of course, since they don't get all the time in the world, they can't produce that absolutely banging product. But honestly, I don't think that's the case. I think Activision just lacks all types of competence, and they don't know how to handle their development teams. They don't know that Treyarch is capable of so much more, and they keep forcing them on all of these projects to save the day, instead of just allowing them to get the same, you know, respect that Infinity Ward gets. Give them a full development cycle, and I promise you, the money that you're going to make from the next Modern Warfare game, you will literally make the same amount of income if you let Treyarch work their magic. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below. Do you think Treyarch is going to be able to pull off the next Call of Duty game? Do you think Black Ops 2 is actually going to be something that the community will be able to play? Or do you think Activision is going to have them rush out this product, not give them enough time, and force them into a situation that's only going to stress them out and, like I said, release absolute bullcrap to us? But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Bonus, I hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord, put the link down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games, do over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.